What's up, y'all? It's Brig T Audio from Superstar Collective. Today I'm gonna show y'all how I made this Lil Tjay type loop and how you can make loops like this yourself. So this is what the loop sounds like. That's that, man. You can really hear the inspiration coming through, and I'm just break this loop down piece by piece. So let's start off with this here. This is just the chord progression. So yeah, that's that. All I did was I just built normal minor triads, and then I took the middle note up an octave, and then go like this. You hit Alt S and it brings up the strumming menu, and you can make it so that the notes don't all play at the same time and it sounds more realistic. And to make it more realistic, you go to the velocities and you put it like this so that they're not all the same velocity either, so it makes it even more natural. Oh shit. And the instrument I use for this is hold on. The bank is 40's Very Own Keys by Contact, and the instrument is Pianos on the Lake. For the effects on that, I got this EQ that just takes out most of the lows and highs. I just want the mids heard for this. I got some vintage verb on it, and then some supermassive. And the next thing I did was I layered that with this piano. So it's the same exact thing. All I did was I just put these notes up here, and then I got these ones over here as well. Right, you might think the main inspiration for this beat was Leaked by Lil Tjay, which is produced by Distinct Beats, but the main inspiration for this was actually Op Boys by Young and Ace, which is produced by Young Kutta. And it has like the exact same like chord progression rhythm, like it just has 1 and then 2 here. The same thing repeats after 4 bars. So yeah, it wasn't really intended to be like a leak type beat at first, but it kind of just turned into one. And the piano that I used is the grandeur piano. I didn't do anything in here, but on the effects I just took out the lows, put some verb on it, and then put a little 8th note delay on it. And then we got this pad here. So you can see I didn't actually just directly copy it. The only chords I'm playing are this one and this one, because I didn't want these two to be playing for this pad. This pad is also from 40's Very Own Keys. It's the 40's Dreams and 40's Nights preset, and the effects on that I just cut out most of the lows and highs and then put some reverb on it. That's really all you need to do for your pads. And now for our first counter melody, or I guess our first melody, this is the piano top notes. It's very simple. It actually took me a long time to come up with this. I don't know why, because it's not even that good for real. All I did was I just made this little rhythm here. Just something simple, something that I probably just like hummed out while the chord progression was playing, and then I just duplicated it up top, and yeah, that's really it. On this piano, it's the same piano as the other one, the grandeur. Really, that's what oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. So I just cut out most of the lows, put some reverb on it, and then I put this swirling quarters delay on it without it. This is what it sounds like. And then with it. So it just adds a little bit more spice. You can hear as I stop playing it, it keeps reverberating. And now we got this little counter melody bell thingy here. Very simple, just 4 notes on each downbeat. And the plugin for that is Purity. It's the Glockenspiel bell, and all I did to this is I just put some reverb on it, and then I took out everything that I didn't want to hear, so I was just left with this. And now for the lead, finally. So this is like the main melody, the entire loop. This is what it sounds like. Very simple, just a little melody there. It's also a purity. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this lead at this point. It's the simple sine lead. Yeah, this is used in like literally every genre, from like plug-in B to BR to this stuff. I EQ'd it, just took out most of the frequencies except all the things in this range. Put some reverb on it, and then put a little bit of small and wide reverb on it from Supermassive. And how you come up with these melodies is really just like, I don't know. The best way that I've been taught from Simon Stravita was to play your chord progression and just like hum along to it and just like see what comes to mind, you know? Because like there's really no formula to come up with a melody. At the end of the day, you kind of just have to come up with it yourself, as stupid as that sounds. And so once I had this lead, I found this lead from 40's Very Own Keys, the 40B40 lead. They have another section just full of leads, and it's just the first one that comes up, and it sounds like this. Yeah, that's that. It just adds that extra spice on top of it. I didn't cut out as much as I did the other one, but I cut out this much, and then I just put this vintage verb shit on it. And together, those leads, they sound really nice. It just needed a little extra something, you know, just the sine lead or just this lead wasn't enough. They needed something to go on top of each other. And so those are kind of all the main instruments of the loop. And then we also have this stuff down here. So this is the little vocal. That's just on fire. That one sounds stupid, that's why I put it so low. And I just cut out some shit and put reverb on it. You probably noticed that that's all I'm doing on all these effects. I'm not putting anything crazy on it, because you really don't need to. Like EQ and reverb is like all you need, really. And then we got this bass line. Basically stole that directly out of the song Leaked by Mr. Tjay. The bass is the short bottom bass from the bass synths in Purity, and all I did was just put a 40 Hz EQ on it. That's what I do to all my bass lines. That's what I did in the last video too, the BR video. I just like putting a 40 Hz EQ on all my bass lines so it doesn't get super muddy. And then on top of that, we got this sub bass. Just following the chords, the root notes of the chords. I forgot to say that for the other bass line, but I thought it was pretty obvious. It's just following the root notes of the chords. And on that sub bass, I just put a 40 Hz EQ. And the last sound we got is just this pan crash. Oh shit. From Cam's kit. Shout out Cam. And yeah, man, that's the entire loop. I feel like I didn't really go over it that well, but there's really not, like, when it comes to making the melody, like, you really just gotta do it yourself. That sounds too stupid. What the fuck? When it comes to making the melody, man, like, I mean, there's tons of tutorials on YouTube on how to come up with melodies, but I think the best way is that Simon Stravita video where he literally just said play your chord progression and just start like humming or singing along and just see what comes to mind. The hardest part is once you have an idea is trying to lay it down. Like, so many melodies have been lost because had the idea, but I just couldn't figure out what notes to use. It all just comes with practice, man. These loops, not even these loops, just making loops in general, you just gotta make hella loops and eventually they'll get better. Like, it's really that simple. You just gotta put in some work, just keep grinding, keep pumping out the loops, and eventually you'll get to where you want to be. Yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna play the loop one more time. that's gonna wrap this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see, I was about to do some corny ass intro, bro. Thanks for watching the video. If you did, let me know if you want me to do more loop breakdown videos. I'm gonna do them anyways. Yeah, if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Even if you didn't, I hope you learned something from this video. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.